be really pleasing to get a home win after some of the recent difficulties.
Pleased. None of these games are easy, and I played in them, and I know that for the lads, whether people consider it an easy game against Championship opposition. They've made changes, we've made changes, so it's how you approach it. I was pleased with the approach. I was pretty pleased with the first half. Not so pleased with the second. I wanted us to kick on and use it for how relentless can we be in doing what we were doing well in the first, particularly down the right-hand side. That's me being picky, but I think that's what we have to the levels that we want to sustain to get better. But yeah, it's a comfortable win.
And from Callum as well, kind of a statement match, if you like, scoring the goal, setting up the second one. And he's had a kind of a very turbulent, dramatic 12 months, I would say.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think it's a good performance, and pleased to see him being high up the pitch, pleased to see him being aggressive in how he wants to get at people, which is what he's there for. He's got ability to do that and gets his goal with a great striker, hits another strike late on. And yeah, it's been, an interesting 12 months for him, and when you consider how young he is, we have to take that into account. Last year, everyone was talking about him for different reasons. He gets a terrible injury. He comes back very early, and I think there was still probably, when he did come back, issues with getting him absolute tip-top in terms of the injury that it had been. And then he's in the spotlight because of these new contracts and who he is. So I think it was a nice step forward for him today. The next challenge will be, next time he plays, can you do that? Can you do more? Can you keep sustaining that improvement?
How long does it take to kind of get a player fully back from an injury like that, Frank? Because football, particularly these days, they expect a player comes back and 2 weeks later everybody expects him to be 100%. But how long? Months?
It depends on the player, and it depends on the injury. And as I say, when Callum comes back, when you're a player of speed and sharpness, that's one of your main weapons. Then, of course, when you've had an injury that severe, that weapon is slightly held back, for a while. And I think he's done a lot of work, and there's a lot of strength work he needs to do. Generally, anyway, because he's a young player. We've got the same thing happening with Ruben now. And then there's stuff on the pitch, and then there's strength in the gym. And I think now we're getting him a bit more towards where he is, where he has that acceleration, which is makes him the player he is.
So he still needs he's still not, say, 100% where.
I don't know. I don't know. Medically, I don't know. But as a player, he's not, because he's 19 and he's had that injury. So I think there's a lot more to come for him.
How do you see this trophy? You've won it before yourself. Do you see this as one that this club, this squad should be winning as a sort of stage of personal development to kind of move on?
Well, I'd obviously love to, but I also know that every year you start a game with it, and every year it's a tough little road to get to a final and then to win a final. You look around at the results around us yesterday and today. Premier League teams drawing, having to play replays. We've got through this round. Who knows what we're going to get in the next round? But we have to set our sights to try and win it, of course, because this club always wants to be competitive, and it's another competition that we're in now. So 3 competitions, and we'll give everything in all of them.
Frank, an assist kind of for Mitchie, didn't get on the score sheet. No minutes at all for Olivier. Sorry to ask you again, but is there any updates on where you see their futures this month? There seem to be clubs interested.
Yeah, no, there's no update on Ollie, and my answer remains the same as it has done recently. I've spoken with him. If the conditions are that it's something that Ollie really wants to do, and it works for the club and it works for me and the squad, then it's something that could happen, but only when all 3 of those bases are covered. So we're still there.
Do you think the cup's lost its sparkle? Some managers believe that it has.
Sorry?
Do you think the
cup
has lost its sparkle?
No. It hasn't for me, and it hasn't for us. But I understand when managers who are in a firing line and have things that they have to achieve in the Premier League and squads and situations behind the scenes that we don't see when it's their squad. I know things about my squad that other people don't know. Sometimes you have to prioritise or look at things differently. I don't think it's lost its sparkle, but I understand managers who might see it in a different way at different times.
Frank, you mentioned Michi is one of a number of experienced players who maybe haven't been playing quite so much recently. How do you think the likes of Ross and Pedro played as well?
I thought they all did okay in terms of how, well, certainly in terms of how they applied themselves, because it's easy for me to demand a lot and say, come in and make a difference and show you should play every week. Their answer would be, well, if we're not playing every week, it's not easy and a one-off chance. So I'm very aware of that. So I don't expect that they come and necessarily make an absolute difference that makes me go, wow. But I thought all their applications were good. It was a difficult game. I think there were things as a team we could have done better. We could have been sharper once we did play through the lines to then go, okay, how many chances are we going to create? That's been an ongoing theme, not just for the team that have been playing before. But I also thought they did okay. And now we have a month of January that's important for us, going into the 2-week break. And I want competition, and I want people to show, not just today, but I want them to show in training for the week. I want every player now to say, I want to be in the team for Burnley.
You've got another experienced player back now. You've got Danny Drinkwater coming back from Burnley from his loan. Would you expect him to be probably heading back out again before the month?
We'll see. It's a possibility.
Okay, we'll leave it there.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Cheers. Thanks.